So here's what I thought was a really interesting use case for the White Label Suite Leads program, because all of the data that you can get from other places is exactly the same as we have here, but the difference is the AI and the way that you can use the data afterwards. So in our particular use case, our individual client was using LinkedIn to be able to find authors. So he would come into LinkedIn looking for authors or self-published authors, etc., and start to find people using this method. From here, what he was doing was going across to Amazon and finding books from business people that had less than 30 reviews. So our particular client has a publishing system and helps authors get more exposure and get better reviews. So what we did was we set this up inside of White Label Suite. So we started with a people search that literally looked for authors. So coming in here and just typing author, the same sort of thing, but we were able to then fine tune it down to a location, and we were able to set some advanced filters here to say, okay, find me people who are CEOs, for example, that are also authors, CEOs, business owners, founders, etc. So we're looking for people that have got a bit of, I guess, business knowledge behind them. We can set that are doing a particular revenue level, that have a particular employee count. So we know that these authors are actually writing their books to get publicity, but their reviews are not helping them move forward. So we were able to find these authors really easily, like as you would be able to. So authors, super easy, coming into the system, finding out exactly who they are, and finding out that they're an author, being able to have all their details. That's standard part of White Label Suite. Being able to quickly and easily find that person, drill down, get our filters right, have their details, find their email address. That's standard White Label Suite. But then the key part is, and for our particular client, what he wanted to do was be able to look at that author's profile, come across to Amazon, find the exact page of their book that they've got and how many reviews. Now, that was taking a full-time staff member, and they were only able to do 40 a day. They would get in, they'd find the person, they'd go to Amazon, they'd look for the thing, they'd find the book, they'd analyze the reviews, they'd put it into a spreadsheet. So we said, well, hey, let's just set AI to be able to do that super quickly. So over in our AI assistant, you're able to write custom prompts, and this is a great one. So we looked for our book analysis prompt, and what we did was we literally said, analyze this profile, find a book, have a look in Amazon, come back to the system and show me how many reviews they've got. And boom, straight away, we've able to build an automated system that does this every single time for the client and takes away the pain of being able to run that. So we're able to come in and be able to summarize these authors, find out exactly who they are, to be able to then run our book prompt and find out exactly who the book is, where the book is, and how many reviews they've got. Now, what our client is doing from that point is taking that information straight into their CRM, messaging these people, offering to be able to help them boost their reviews, etc. So this is amazing to be able to create your own AI assistant that does that work for you. And then, of course, build that out into an AI agent. So what do we mean by an AI agent is that it comes in, does that work for you automatically. So every time that search is run, then what do we want it to do? We want it to summarize the author, and we've got that summary there. Then we want it to be able to run that book prompt, so we can come down here and grab our custom book prompt here and drop that into the system. So now every time it runs the search, it's going to come back and bring that information through. So it's not just about finding the data on those particular people. So in this case, we're able to find out their email address and their phone number and find out who they are. But then it was about writing those custom prompts to be able to get exact information about what I'm looking for. In this case was the book URL and how many reviews they've got, and then use the AI to write subject lines and DMs and add all of that into the CRM and send it straight across for ease of work, and then set up your agents to run that automatically. So determine the people you're looking for, let AI do the work that you need to be able to do, then automate the entire process. That's why White Label Suite has a position.